the next drawing is drawing 1.11. And once again, really the approach that you take here is really up to you. You can start from any angle you like. It really is up to you. However, I'm going to start from the front view over here. So I'm going to draw this entire profile like this, extrude it that amount, which is 20, and later I'm going to draw this front piece on there and extrude it by 40. I think that is the easiest way to approach this problem. And just take note that the origin is in the back corner. So starting on the front plane, sketch, okay, we're going to draw the profile. Straight up, angle, goes down quite a bit. Okay, at the moment, please, I'm just really guessing here. I'm drawing it so it looks more or less correct. I didn't actually take notice of the distances, which I hope is not going to be too much of a problem. Okay, 50, we know that's 20. Okay, just adding in the dimensions from my drawing. Now, just this one quick thing here. The positioning of these dimensions is not critical, but if you position them nice and neatly at this stage of drawing, when you import these dimensions later onto your actual drawing on paper, they're going to be in the correct place already. So you can really save yourself quite a bit of time, definitely in the long run, by just putting in these dimensions, being a little bit more meticulous at this stage, and putting in your dimensions nice and neatly. And that's what really goes for any design, not only for this subject. Take a little bit of time to dimension neatly, and then these dimensions will come out nice and neat on your drawing. So I mean, 20 seconds here can really save you quite a bit of time later. Well, not even 20 seconds. And I'll tell you why. I mean, this is a relatively simple drawing, and it may get more and more complex as we add shapes and then stuff like that. So what actually ends up happening is we have a whole bunch of dimensions that include features and all sorts of things, not only sketch relations. And then it gets really complicated to get all the drawings, to get all your dimensions nice and neat. So that's why it's a good idea to just spend, even if they're not exact here, it's not too much of a problem. But it's a good idea just to keep them as neat as we can at this stage of the game. At this point, we can also put the circle in on this drawing after going on a bit of a tangent there. Okay, we know from here to here is 60. Okay, and the same from this edge to over here, 60. And the diameter is 35. Good. Let's extrude this. So we're going to extrude it by 20 millimeters. Okay. And now we need to draw this little piece on the front. Click on the surface, sketch, normal 2. Okay. And what we can actually do is you can select the lines. In fact, no, let's not do that this time around. We could use convert entities in this kit, but I think just drawing it normal lines is going to be a bit easier. Don't worry about that. Okay, we've got all 4 lines. They're already fully defined because we've used relations to fully define them, and extrude. And we extrude by 40 millimeters. And there we have it. There is exercise drawing number 1.11. I just want to make a quick, just show you something quickly before we move on with the next drawing. If we go back and we look at these 2 features, at any stage we can go and edit either the sketch or the feature. So you can right click on here and you can edit the sketch, which means you can change any one of these dimensions at any stage. Okay, then we click the purple arrow to apply, or you could edit the feature. So say we wanted this to be 20, to be 30 and not 20. We could go and change this to 30, click the tick, and it will actually update it. And you can do this at any stage. So that's quite important for going back to edit your drawing, especially if you're drawing something from scratch or designing something from scratch, this is a very, very handy feature to have. So you can either edit the sketch or the feature. The other thing I just want to show you quickly is when you're extruding, it's important to note this little box over here that says merge result. If merge result is off, then it will not merge this new piece that we're drawing with this piece. So what happens now is this becomes one solid. Okay, it's one piece. This whole thing is solid. If you leave merge result off, then this piece that we extruded first, let me show you. Right, so let's go here, edit feature, take merge result off. Okay, you'll see this is actually its own piece and this is its own piece. Okay, and you'll see here it's a little folder and it's got solid body, 2 solid bodies. This is handy a bit later on, but in this case we're not concerned with it. We want it to be merged. The only time I've really used multiple solid bodies is if I had a drawing that where we've set global variables and it has to apply to the whole drawing, but yet it's made up of a whole bunch of parts and you can't do it in an assembly. That's the only time I've used solid bodies for a scenario like that. But nevertheless, there we go. There is drawing 1.11.